Is there anything more manly in life than wearing a tie? Think about it. Ties are seen as a symbol of confidence and success. They can express personality, mood, and character. And they can even make you look elegant, respectable, and refined. Of course, I'm not sure how smart it is to go to a job interview with a tie that has a beer stein on it. Maybe I should set up an interview with Budweiser. Hey guys, Robbie Sondag here with a little godly advice for living a more meaningful life. Well, isn't it funny how a simple little piece of material wrapped around our neck can dramatically change our appearance and the image that we project? And while it's important to make a good impression in life, it's even more important to live a good life that supports that impression. Because let's face it, I think we've all been disappointed at times when we've discovered that the personal lives of some of our admired athletes and celebrities aren't nearly as impressive or consistent as the image that they project. But as Christ followers, we're called to live a life that is consistent with what we believe. A life of loving others, a life of forgiving others, a life of making wise choices. But that doesn't mean we'll never mess up. In fact, Jesus himself says we actually will mess up at times. In Luke 17:1, Jesus says, things that cause people to stumble are bound to come. But then he goes on to mention something even worse, which ironically involves a different kind of necktie. Verses 2 and 3 say, but woe to anyone through whom they come. It would be better for them to be thrown into the sea with a millstone tied around their neck than to cause one of these little ones to stumble. So watch yourselves. What he's saying here is that people are observing you. And so if you claim to be a Christian, but you're living like a heathen, you're sending mixed messages, especially to those young in the faith. And so when we stumble in life, we really have two choices. We can allow other brothers to build us back up, or we can go our own way and take others down with us. And so guys, if you struggle with an anger problem, or a drinking problem, or a swearing problem, or a lying problem, or insert your problem here, don't ignore it, address it head on. I had a friend once who told me he struggled with pornography. And I asked him, how often do you think you'd look at that if you were handcuffed to your 7-year-old daughter? He said, well, if that's the case, I'd probably never look at it. And so the question becomes, what are you tying yourself to? Is it to Jesus and other brothers who will build you up? Or is it to a millstone that's sure to take you down? So yes, there is something more manly in life than wearing a tie. It's learning to live a life that's consistent with the image we bear as Christ followers. In other words, we want to be the real deal, not some phony. I'm still working on this thing myself. Hey, if you'd like a weekly dose of humor, truth, and encouragement, go ahead and subscribe to this channel by clicking the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. And make sure to check out this week's bonus video where you'll learn how to tie a tie in 5 simple steps. And we will see you next time for another installment of Manly Moments.